Hey guys, today's video is a little bit about my life as an entrepreneur. In some of the videos, I actually have some people asking me like, hey, what is it that you do? I enjoy your lifestyle. Would you like to, can you please share with me, what your occupation is? Well, the truth is I am self-employed and I have been for the last 14 years. I started my first business. It's called Sticky. It's a rock candy store. I think for some of you, you might know. I talk about it. I share it all the time. I shared links before, but I know that most of you following the channel don't really bother about what I do in real life, or maybe you do. And today is the video to actually talk about it. Now, the reason why I decided to do a video about entrepreneurship today is because I have been seeing very annoying things, and I think it's been going on for some time. Very similar to all the ads that you see on YouTube, like, oh, I am so and so, this is my, get rich quick plan, this is the course you need to sign up, if you want to earn unmatched income or incredible income, and it's a sure way, to make money. I mean, guys, look, 14 years being self-employed, I've not seen any single person who have made or be really, really successful, doing any of these so-called special courses where you pay like $3,000 a month, or like $3,000 for the entire course, or $4,000 for the entire course. It never ever works. You buy a hope, and you know what happens with hope. It's just like your 4D or your lottery ticket. You buy a hope. It never ever works out. What are the chances of you striking the big sweep? It's like 1 in a million chance, right? You have one life, 1 in a million actually made it. You're probably watching this video now. So yeah, so I think you should be a little bit more, you should spend a little bit more time having the right mentality before you start a business, or even before you decide to be an entrepreneur. I just want to share my insights into how you should frame your mindset if you decide to start a business in Singapore. And I hope you guys will benefit, from this mindset. So I think first off, the main impetus behind this video obviously is because of all these very annoying things I've been reading online. Just to give you an example, I'm just reading an article. It was just published by the Straits Times on 22nd of March. Singapore businessman linked to alleged fraud of record 1 billion. And he's been charged. And this guy is a 33-year-old guy, a director of 2 firms. He raised the money from investors purportedly to finance nickel trading. All right. So the alleged victims were promised varying returns averaging 15% over 3 months. This outright sounds like a Ponzi scheme, right? The music never stops as long as the money comes in. So this guy is only 33 years old, and he kind of swindled people to the tune of $1 billion. It's really quite, it's got the picture of him here. You can tell, in what looks like a Pagani Zonda. Anyway, NV Global Trading. Okay, I have no idea. My heart goes out to all the people that he actually swindled. It's very depressing to know that your measure of success is judged by the watch you wear, the cars you drive. I think it is a very, very unfortunate way to gauge someone. It is just bad. Okay, so this is just one example. Okay. And then we have another person here, again, to do with some kind of a cryptocurrency thing. You can see over here. All right, live conversation session with Talk CEO. At least 70 police reports filed against Singapore-run crypto trading platform Talk. Oh gosh, all right. So again, in fact, this is actually quite interesting because I actually had one person that I spoke to when, and this was purely by chance, came to Juba, and then I spoke to her. I said that, I don't think this is legit. And this lady mentioned that, I know someone in the company, it's going to be legit. I said, no, it's not. But anyway, long story short, you have all these scams happening left, right, center on YouTube. I wish YouTube, would have some kind of algorithm, to just filter out all these scammy ads. It's like there are people who are really, really desperate out there who will be, who will fall prey, to such get rich quick kind of a scheme. So, if you're young, maybe they can recover from it. But if there's going to be their life savings, I feel very, my heart goes out to these people, man. And obviously, these are the kind of people with no moral compass. They will do anything and everything just to scam you of your hard-earned money. And it is bad, They tout themselves as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, but they're just scam artists, right? So, okay, so let's just dive in. Like, if you are planning to start your own business, what should be your mindset? I would share a little bit with you guys about what went into my thought process, when I started my first business. It was just a very humble rock candy store. Most of my colleagues and friends and even some family members, they all advised me against it, especially my wife and I. We were working in the banks, But working in a bank was just a very meaningless kind of a job. It was just didn't make any sense anymore to me. I was a salesperson. I was a relationship manager. I was just in a position where I had to push for more investment sales when some of those investments I don't quite agree with, but it was the benchmark for success in the bank. So anyway, the first business, we were looking around for something that made sense. We looked up sticky in Australia. It made total sense, and it was a very nice and niche product, wedding favors. And we thought we could offer something that, that Singaporeans will want. So that was how it started, David King, my business partner, a really good close friend of mine, he's the founder of the brand Sticky. We went into business, and my wife, she already resigned from her job, so she started out. I was still in the bank, we wanted to give it some time to see the viability and whether or not, I could actually resign and do that full time. I was 30 years old then. All right. So that was the mindset. We weren't really like, oh, can we make a lot of money? Can we make a lot of money? I think this is just one of those things where, people jump into a business thinking that, oh man, can I make a lot of money from this? Can I this? Can I that? So that, I think it can be a bit skewed, if you actually think along those lines. A potential to do certain things, but if you're going to go in the mindset it's like, can I make a lot of money? Can I make a lot of money? This is central to what or how scam artists would be functioning, right? I'm going to do this because it can make a lot of money. So the same thing with trafficking drugs. It can be trafficking anything that's contraband, basically. All right. So, I'm not a social justice warrior. I'm just trying to point out to you guys that, if you are interested in starting a business, this could be the mindset, or rather this should be the mindset that you have. Anyway, back to Sticky. So after we started for about 3 months, starting to rain quite heavily. Thankfully, I had the Rode mic. Hey guys, this is going to be a long video, okay? If you are not interested in what I have to say, you could just switch it off right now. Anyway, so when the business started, we did like $60 a day in sales. Pathetic. And then the orders started to come in. The wedding orders started to come in. Some corporate orders started to come in. And that was and once I hit I think maybe like $500 a day. I know it's pathetic to some of you. Yeah, those were kind of sales that I did, and then the next thing I know is that okay, there is some potential in this business, and that's when I resigned from Citibank, and I guess the rest was history, right? So from Sticky, then ate Korean barbecue, Jubar, and then Kinmu, the Thai noodle shop, and if I can share a little bit more about all these individual businesses that I started, it's all in F&B. I don't claim to be an expert in everything, but I think in F&B, in the food and beverage business, It's something that I am passionate about. I still am passionate about it, but it's a tough work. It's a lot of work. And again, the mentality was, is this product or service something that I can potentially do better in Singapore, value for money? And that's, again, that's kind of like central to whatever that we kind of started. For Eight Korean Barbecue, I invested so much money. For the first 6 months, we were struggling, to say the least. I mean, I was, just having to just put money into the company. But look, it was a product, and I believe in the product, and it's the reason why I still this is something that you guys don't know. In case you are not aware, I don't just make videos every other day. I'll play with my kids or something. I still make all the sauces every day. All right, it's been 8 years. So that is something that I'm very proud of. So that's Eight Korean Barbecue. It's something different, and and just like in F&B, there's always a similar offering in the market. Just like there are so many sushi restaurants, there's so many Japanese restaurants, there's so many Italian restaurants. It's always a different experience that you get when you go to these restaurants. Now, again, why is it that the failure rate for the F&B businesses in Singapore is so high? Again, it comes back to the same thing. Everyone's like, can I make money? How much can I make? How much can I make? What's my break even? When do I break even? And I guess that is the problem, right? When you think about that, you don't really think about the product or the service or the quality or the value that you provide to customers. You will get called up relatively quickly in Singapore because everyone is such a savvy consumer. We still have a hawker culture in Singapore. Singaporeans love to eat. If you're gonna be selling crappy food, no one's gonna visit. All right, plain and simple. So, and Juba, we've got our brewed makgeolli. Again, it's a very unique offering in Singapore. Kinmu, I've got big fans in Kinmu, the Thai noodle shop. And I think that's like the baby that we have right now. We're trying to push it along. We have a lot of regulars. They always comment on our Thai noodles. Again, it is something that I appreciate. The effort that goes into every bowl, and so all these different businesses, different kind of concepts. I believe in the value and the product and the quality that I offer to the customers, and that has been central, right? It's not about, oh man, how much can I make? It really isn't like that. You have to fund the business. You can keep funding the business, and sometimes your break even doesn't come until like maybe 2 years later, 3 years later. The Juba is one very good example. People actually thought that, wow, you invested so much money. How long are you planning to break even? Of course, when we started, we were trying to be idealistic about it. Maybe 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. I didn't break even until like 4 years later into the business. This is discounting how much money I had to put in along the way. Figures and amounts that I don't even want to think about right now. It's about making sure that, to the endurance that you put into the business. And I guess that's kind of like the same thing for most businesses in general, right? If you're an early startup, you've got your run rate. So in fact, I've invested into some startups all the way in California that failed miserably. They just ran out of cash, and then I lost like 150,000 just like that. Let me see what else. I had F&B businesses that I started in the 14 years. I've lost like 300,000. I've opened shops, I've closed it, and these were very, very hard lessons learned. Obviously we started it thinking that there is a product fit in the market, there was a niche in the market, but it didn't take off, and then I had to make the very painful decision to just close it down. And this is after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I know it's not easy. People always think that, it's great being self-employed, it's great to be an entrepreneur. Again, it is the road less traveled. It is not something that even there is no course in the university or in the polytechnics that will teach you, okay, this is how you should run a business. A module that I did when I was in Ngee Poly, it was called Managing Small Businesses. It's like a stint. Can't really remember. I think about we sell something in some foyer for like 5 days. That hardly qualifies as a business, which is why, you see so much online commerce taking off. It's like a new age of doing things. 直播, live streaming, and you see all these businesses. A very interesting way of doing business is now coming about with COVID and everything. Everyone's just live streaming and selling stuff online. But can you really scale for that kind of a business doing live streaming? I guess it's quite difficult, or maybe it's easy. I've seen some really, really successful live streamers, but again, it's commitment to the cause, right? It's about that live streamer looking for a good deal, thinking it's a good deal, and people watch their live streams maybe because of that, because of that value offering that they bring to the table. So if you're gonna be starting anything that with the mindset of, oh, okay, how much can I make? How much can I make? Oh, how much can I? When will I break even? And then I think I guess that's really the wrong mindset. Focus on the value that you can bring, the unique offering, and I think the money will come. And that should be. I think that should be the way to at least frame your mindset before you start any businesses. Other than that, I mean it's quite difficult to just compress entrepreneurship into an entire video, but I hope this is a start for something, or for like maybe a series of videos that I might do later on down the road. For the viewers out there, if you think that this video is helpful and you would like me to do more such videos, let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Or you think it's like very boring, just stick to my bicycle videos. Let me know too. But I understand, in Singapore, it's really difficult being an entrepreneur. It's so much time, so much commitment, and really so much money is involved. And I've said this so many times. The cost of failure in Singapore is so high, especially if you are an early stage startup or like an entrepreneur. The cost of failure is very high. Nobody is willing to risk their own capital to start a business. Everything is all about, hey bro, you want to do this? Hey, you want to do this? You're always looking for investors and stuff like that. I don't fault them, I recognize them, you spread your risk, etc. and everything. But look, if you don't have skin in the game, if you don't have your own money in the game, then maybe you won't have that kind of mental resilience that I'm talking about. And look, the video is almost 19 minutes, so I guess I'll just stop here. I really hope I see less scams. I really feel extremely pissed off actually. I see all this like very fine polished businessmen, trying to scam people of money. It's really quite horrible, man. I don't know how these people live with themselves. So until the next video, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about a video like this, and I will catch you soon. Bye bye.